Yogis. I'm Miss Kristin, and tonight I have my daughter with me.
Hi, my name's Ella.
And we are super excited to be here with you tonight. As you can see, Ella and I are on our yoga mats, and you can use a yoga mat if you have one, but if you don't, no big deal. You can use a towel, or you can simply do all of the exercises we are going to do tonight on the floor. In addition to a mat, a towel, or the floor, we also have with us cute little stuffies. And we are going to use these to help us focus on our breathing later tonight. And they're called our breathing buddies. Also, if you don't want to use a stuffed animal, you could use a washcloth like I have here, and I bound it with a hair tie to keep it tight and folded. You could use a small pillow, possibly a pair of socks, but whatever you use, it should be on the small side. And I have a chime. And it sounds like this. Whenever we hear that chime, it will be a cue for us to get down on our mats into easy position or crisscross applesauce, just like Ella and I are now. So let's practice that. Let's stand up. And shall we run in place, Ella?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Run, lift those knees. Wow. Excellent. Let's try it one more time. So Ella, what should we do?
Hop.
Hop? Okay, let's do it. Hop, 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 hop. Whew. That's kind of fun to get down super quick like that. Good job listening to directions. So, in easy pose, right now we're just going to take a moment to sit and focus on taking some deep breaths. So we're going to breathe in through our nose, hold it for just a second, and then blow it all out through our mouth. Let's practice together. And one more time, in through our nose, out through our mouth. Feels good. Now, let's keep breathing and close our eyes and take a moment to think about our day. Did you have a really busy day where you had lots of things going on? Did you have a nice relaxing day where you got to curl up with a good book and read for a little bit? Did you get to go outside and play? Think about how your day made you feel. Maybe at times you felt frustrated because you were working on schoolwork and it was a little hard. Maybe you felt really happy because you had your favorite dinner. Okay, very good. Open your eyes. It's always good to kind of slow down for a minute and just think about your day and then how the events of your day affected your feelings. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay down on our backs and use our breathing buddies. I'm actually going to turn around because it's a little bit easier to see what we're doing from that angle. So, and Ella's going to stay facing you, I guess. So lay flat down. We're going to put our breathing buddies right on our bellies. You can leave your hand there to kind of hold them in place. And what I want you to do is as you're taking your deep breath in through your nose, feel how your belly rises or your breathing buddy goes up. Now blow it out. And you should notice your breathing buddy goes down. So let's do that again. One more. Okay, now let's have fun. Grab your breathing buddy in your right hand or your dishcloth. It might be easier. And you're going to take that and put it on top of your right foot. See if you can balance it up there. It's really difficult. Now see if you can take it and move, pass it over from your right foot. I'm going to use the dish towel and move it over to your left foot. Grab it in your right hand then. Very good, Ella. Pass it over to your left. And come on up to a sitting position. And now, can you balance it on your head? And just sit there nice and still with a straight back. And now let's see if you can come to a standing position with your breathing buddy on your head. You can hold it up there, Ella. Good work. And can you take a couple steps back? Couple steps forward. Excellent. That was just a little bit of fun. Okay, so now we are going to do what is called a sun salutation. And we will do this at the beginning of every session. And what it is it's a series of poses that flow one right into the next. So it's a sequence. And to help us learn those poses and the order we are going to do them in, we're going to use the colors of the rainbow. And I'm going to use Roy G. Biv. So we know red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So we'll use a chant and those colors to help us learn these poses. But we're going to begin in mountain pose with our feet planted firmly on the ground. They should be hip-width apart, and your arms should be resting gently at your sides, and you should feel tall and strong, just like a mountain. Very nice, Ella. So I'm going to do it first, and then Ella's going to repeat after me. You can work along with Ella. So, red eye root down.
Red eye root down.
Orange eye dance around.
Orange eye dance around.
Yellow eye shine bright.
Yellow eye shine bright.
Green eye do what's right.
Green eye do what's right.
Blue eye say what's true.
Blue eye say what's true.
Indigo eye see.
Indigo eye see.
Violet I love all of me.
Violet I love all of me.
Very good. Okay, so now we're going to do it again. Ready? Mountain pose. Red eye root down.
Red eye root down.
Orange eye dance around.
Orange eye dance around.
Yellow eye shine bright.
Yellow eye shine bright.
Green eye do what's right.
Green eye do what's right.
Blue eye say what's true.
Blue eye say what's true.
Indigo I see.
Indigo eye see.
Violet I love all of me.
Violet I love all of me.
Do you think we could do it a little faster?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try again, a little bit faster. Red eye root down.
Red eye root down.
Orange eye dance around.
Orange eye dance around.
Yellow eye shine bright.
Yellow eye shine bright.
Green eye do what's right.
Green eye do what's right.
Blue eye say what's true.
Blue eye say what's true.
Indigo I see.
Indigo I see.
Violet I love all of me.
Violet I love all of me.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to tell you a story. Chapter 1. We have nice, fresh ground.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you can repeat after me. And then the main character's what?
A worm.
A worm. So your finger's going to be that wiggly worm. And our worm will start out underground. Worm goes up.
Worm goes up.
Worm goes down.
Worm goes down.
Worm goes up.
Worm goes up.
Worm goes down.
Worm goes down.
Worm is hidden underground.
Worm is hidden underground.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
And our worm is up above the ground.
Our worm is up above the ground.
Worm goes down.
Worm goes down.
Worm goes up.
Worm goes up.
Worm goes down.
Worm goes down.
Worm goes up. A bird comes around and gobbles him up. Those birds. Very good. Okay, now that we're down on the ground, we're going to get into what is called tabletop position. I'm going to turn sideways so you can get a better view of what we're doing. Because they're very subtle movements. So to get into tabletop, you're going to put your knees on the ground, directly under your hips. You're going to take your arms or hands and put them on the ground under your shoulders. And in tabletop, your back is nice and straight. You could probably balance a glass of milk on it. And then from this position, we're going to go into cow. So think of a cow's big belly sagging towards the ground. So for this, you're going to put your belly towards the ground. Your bum kind of goes up. And you're going to pretend to be a cow chewing on grass. Now we're going to take our chin and turn and put it on our right shoulder. Come back to the center. Now take your chin and put it on your left shoulder. And come back. Okay, let's go into tabletop, where your spine is nice and neutral. Now we're going to be cats, and we're going to press our spine up toward the ceiling, and your bum actually goes down. So you should be your spine should be curved like this. What do cats say, Ella? Very good. So let's do tabletop. Let's go into cow. Now tabletop. Nice and level back. Good job. Now we're going to go into downward dog. So you're going to take your toes and curl them under. And then you're going to shoot up, and your body will be kind of in the shape of a triangle. So just like that. And this is called downward dog. So just take a minute and feel your hands pressing into the ground and your feet pressing into the ground as well. Now, we're happy dogs. So we're going to raise our right leg up into the air and wag it like you're wagging your tail. What do dogs say, Ella?
Woof, 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 woof.
All right, let's put our right leg back down. Take a deep breath. Whew. Now let's put up our left leg. Here's our happy dog tail. Wag it back and forth. Back and forth. Very good. And take it now and plant it back down. Very good. And from here, we're going to come down tabletop. Then we're going to go all the way down into child's position. And I like to keep my arms out in front of me. Your forehead's going to come all the way down to the ground. Feels good, huh, Ella?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's get back up, tabletop. We're going to come back up to standing position. Okay, this will be a call and repeat again. Put your hands in the air.
Put your hands in the air.
Put your hands on the ground.
Put your hands on the ground.
Put your finger on your nose.
Put your finger on your nose.
Move your tongue all around.
Move your tongue all around.
Put your hands behind your head.
Put your hands behind your head.
Put your elbows on your knees.
Put your elbows on your knees.
Put your chin in your palms.
Put your chin in your palm.
And say, the moon's made of cheese.
Say the moon's made of cheese.
Excellent. Let's do that again. Let's try to go a little faster, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. Put your hands in the air.
Put your hands in the air.
Put your hands on the ground.
Put your hands on the ground.
Put your finger on your nose.
Put your finger on your nose.
Move your tongue all around.
And move your tongue all around.
Put your hands behind your head.
Put your hands behind your head.
Put your elbows on your
Put
knees.
your elbows on your knees.
Put your chin in your palms.
Put your chin in your palm.
And say, the moon's made of cheese.
And say the moon's made of cheese.
Excellent. Very good. Now, we're going to get into 3 different positions. And for this week, I chose 3 of my absolute favorite positions. So the first one is called Warrior 2. I'm going to turn sideways again, and Ella's going to face you from the front. So you get a good idea of how you should be positioned. So for Warrior 2, we're going to start with our legs. Very good, Ella. And our wide apart, and our toes at first facing forward. Then you're going to take, we'll go to you're on your left. We're going to start with our left leg then. So turn your left and point it that way, while this foot is still facing this way. Now we're going to take our back foot and turn it just about 45 degrees. So instead of this way, it should be positioned like this. And our arms are straight, and you're going to bend your front leg just like this. And you don't need to go too deep, and you want your base to be solid so you have a good balance. Very good, Ella. You can see why this is called Warrior 2, and you should look out over your front arm because you have to be very strong to do this. We'll just hold it a second more. Very good, Ella. Now we're going to put our hands on our hips and push up on that front leg. We're going to turn both legs again so they face directly in front of us. Then we're going to take our right leg this time and turn it out so it faces this way. Back leg again goes from this to 45 degrees this way. And this leg, you're going to bend your knees so it's over your heel and put your hands out like this. And you're going to look towards your front hand and try and stand there as solidly as you can. Now remember, yoga is very difficult at times, and it takes a lot of balance and a lot of patience. So if you don't get it right away, no big deal. Just keep practicing. We'll hold here for 1 more second. Excellent. We're going to take our hands on our hips, push up with that right foot or right knee, and turn our feet facing forward. And now we're going to put our arms out just like this, and this is called star position. And from here, we're going to go into a couple different variations of this pose. So the first one, which is my favorite, is called folded star or folded wide leg bend. You can bend down, and you can either grab your shins, you can even bend your knees a little and grab your ankles. If you're really flexible, you might even be able to touch your toes. You're just going to hang towards the floor. And just hang out and breathe. Ooh. If you'd like, you can cross your arms like this and just kind of hang and swing back and forth. Good job, Ella. Now, let's come back up to star. Now we're going to do twisted star. We're going to take our right hand, and we're going to take our right hand and put it on the ground. And now put your left hand, you can put on your hip. Or if you feel really solid like this, you keep your knees bent if you'd like. You can even move your feet closer together if it's easier. we're going to take our left hand and turn and look up at our left hand, which is pointing to the ceiling. Excellent. Come back up to star. Now we're going to take our left hand and do the exact same thing on this side. Take your left hand, plant it on the ground if you can, and take this hand. You can keep it on your hip, or you can take it and point it up and try and turn your gaze or your eyes towards the ceiling. I'm not very good at this on this side, so I kind of just fold my arm and keep it on my hip. All right, let's get back up into star. Now, our last pose that we're going to share with you today is called tree pose, and it's a balancing pose, and Ella's really good at this. So she's starting with her right foot. So you're going to put your right foot down on your mat or ground, and if this is the first time you're ever trying this, you can kind of do this. Just put your tippy toes next to your foot and kind of rest your heel against your ankle. And you can stand there like this. Or if you see how Ella's doing it, you can bring, and I'm not as good on this side as I am on my other side. And sometimes it's hard to get your foot to stay there. And then you want to stand and you put your hands up like they're branches of a tree reaching for the sun. And if you feel really solid here, you might be a tree that blows in the wind. Whoa! Okay, let's hold it one more second. Excellent. Let's put our foot down and we're going to try it on the other side. So again, make sure that that foot is solidly planted. And if you'd like, you can take your toes like this and rest your heel against your ankle and put your arms up like this. Actually, I think this is my weaker side. Or you can do what Ella's doing. I'm going to try and put my, whoa, might be too hard. There we go. Woo. And then try to blow in the breeze. Woo. Okay. That was rough. So you just learned Warrior 2, Star pose, and a couple variations of that, folded star and twisted star, and then finally you guys just did tree position, and you guys were wonderful. Good job. So now, okay, now from this position, we're going to lay back down again, grab our breathing buddies. We're going to put them on our belly. Go ahead, Ella. I'm going to stay standing, I think, for this, or sitting. And again, let's focus on filling our bellies and chest with air. Take a deep breath in, and your buddy should be rising up towards the ceiling. Now blow out all that air, and your little buddies should be going down towards your back or floor. Okay, so I am going to get down. I want to take a couple breaths while we're in this position. But while we're lying here, I want you to think about 2 to 3 things that happened today that you're really happy about and really are thankful for. Okay, so let's keep laying down. Our buddies are on our bellies, and they go up and down. One more. In. Out. Okay. Wow, I feel great. How do you feel, Ella? Good? Good. So would you mind sharing with us something that you thought of that you're thankful or grateful for?
I'm thankful for ice cream.
Okay.
And our pets, because I got to see all 3 of them today.
Very cool. I'm glad. Well, I am thankful for Ella, who was a great helper tonight. And I'm thankful for my house. I love that we have a nice, warm house to keep us safe. Okay, and to end our practice today, we're going to do what is called, we're going to say a yoga word. And so we're going to take our hands and put them in front of our heart center, just like this. And we're going to say namaste. Can you say namaste?
Namaste.
Very good. And when we say that, we're going to take a slight bow. And what that means is the sacred in me bows to the sacred in you, meaning I know you're just as special as I am. So let's try that. Hands in front of your heart. Namaste.
Namaste.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
The book I'm going to read to you this evening is Sun and Moon Have a Tea Party, and it was written by Yumi Hio. And I chose this book because I found it really interesting how the sun and the moon have two very different ways of seeing the world. And it is interesting to see how they work it out throughout the story. One late afternoon, the moon and the sun had a tea party. Do you know, said the moon, what moms and dads do? They get their children ready for bed. And she took a sip of tea. No, they don't, said the sun. Moms and dads get their children ready for school. You can see how different it is what they see. Here, moms and dads are getting their kids ready for bed. And here, they're getting their kids ready for school. Not so, said Moon. Children have to go to sleep. Wrong, replied Sun. Children have to go to school. They walked down bustling sidewalks and across busy streets. Streets aren't busy. They are as dark and as lonely as a moonless sky, said Moon. No. Streets are filled with people, just like the sky is filled with birds, said Sun. Look at all those birds. How can birds fill the sky, said Moon, when they are always snuggled down in their nests? They are snuggled in their nests. How can birds snuggle down, said Sun, when they are flying over everything but us, above rivers like mirrors and wildflowers that bow hello in the wind? Rivers can only reflect my face, said Moon. They can reflect mine too, said Sun. Well, there's one thing they agree on. I'm right and you're wrong, said Moon, putting down her cup. No, I'm right and you're wrong, said Sun, putting down his cookie. Just then, Cloud drifted by. What are you two arguing about? He asked. And so they explained. Moon, you are right, said Cloud. And Sun, you are right too. You must each stay up past your bedtime, and you will see. Thank goodness Cloud came by when he did. Early the next morning, Sleepy Moon rubbed her eyes and hid behind Cloud. This is what she saw. Moms and dads pouring cereal and putting on coats, dogs chasing their tails, and trees standing guard in green uniforms. Moon exclaimed, "How beautiful! Even the morning glories are saying good morning." These are morning glories down here, these flowers. And in the sunlight, they burst open their blooms. All day long, the world was abuzz with activity. Look at all the things going on in this picture. There's a little girl blowing bubbles out of her window. Over here, someone's walking their dogs. They look like they're going to a baseball game and karate. As dusk fell, Sleepy's son rubbed his eyes and hid behind Cloud. This is what he saw. Moms and dads tucking in blankets and reading stories. Dogs sweetly dreaming and trees standing guard in gray pajamas. "Who would have guessed?" Son exclaimed. "Even the morning glories are fast asleep." This is where the morning glories are, and you can see they've closed their blooms. All night long, the world was still. There's hardly anybody out. See a cat in the window? The following day, Sun thought of Moon. And the following night, Moon thought of Sun. And in the world below, everything shone in their light. And that is the end of the book. I think it's really cool how they learn to see the world from each other's perspective. We'll see you next time.